It is Community Music Monday. We have 214 albums on this Easter egg looking pie. W's for our beloved moderator Jules for being the keeper of the pie. Guys, it's pretty simple. The bigger it is, the longer it's been there, or the more members of the community have spent their channel points earned from watching the stream to increase the odds. The smaller it is, the newer it is. Now I've got a little bit of a gambling situation, and I'm saying they're gambling points that they, earn from just watching. No money is actually involved, unless you want to go into the, time is money thing, but we don't have to go there. Basically, they're trying to decide if we think it's going to be a top 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 song that will hit on the wheel, or the rest. This is how one of those fun ways that people end up getting paid out. So the top 5, and I'm literally saying this while the timer is going out. Peter Gabriel is sitting in the number 1 spot. I don't know who Badu is. Willie Rodriguez, I think it is what that is. Wet Dream. We heard that song. I haven't heard that album, so that could be pretty cool. Concrete Blonde. I also not sure. And Gomez, Liquid Skin. Couldn't tell you any of those. But those are the top 5. And guys, get your bets in. You have until like 3 seconds. And now you have no seconds. Guys, good luck to you. I am going to do a 1 shuffle and go. Good luck, everybody. It was a top 5. It was a top 5. Congratulations to those of you that were smart enough to go for it, and to Gray Whale John. Gray Whale John up and in here winning. Hey, I have no idea who Gomez or what the album Skinny or Liquid Skin is, but I tell you, I'm here to find out. It looks like this came out in, let me double check, 1999, September 21 of 1999, totaling out to 58 minutes, over 11 tracks. Guys, have you heard this? You gotta let me know. I'm completely, I literally know nothing about this. It's a British band. Okay, same year you graduated high school. That's the year all of the American Pie movies, the characters in American Pie graduated high school as well. Class of 99ers. I was class of 2009. Okay, so we got stuff in context. I love to see it. Can I get some W's for Gray Whale John and the entire Gray Whale family? We actually have a family that watches us, which I think is pretty cool. This looks like a group of people that I would probably end up liking. Gosh, doesn't it? Liquid Skin is the second album from Gomez, a late 90s UK band that never quite fit the mold they came up in. While much of British rock was orbiting the influence of OK Computer, Gomez carved out something far more raw and unpredictable, blending blues, indie rock, and experimental textures into a sound that feels both loose and deeply intentional. The band shares vocal duties across 3 distinct voices, each writing and singing from a different angle. The contrast becomes a strength, moving from clear harmonies to smoky restraint to full-throated, almost unhinged power, most notably from Ben Otwell, whose voice sounds like nothing you'd expect from a tall, skinny, bespectacled young British lad. I'm guessing that's this one or this one. Who's to say? This is a record built on feel as much as form. The grooves swing, the structures bend, and the songs reveal themselves slowly. For anyone drawn to real musicianship, layers of organic instruments craft over gloss, and albums that deepen with time, Liquid Skin is the one that rewards the long listen. Can we get some W's for the homie Gray Whale John? Ben is on the left. Good to know. Okay, now I've got a name with the face. Guys, I'm completely raw on this. I have no idea. I've never even heard of the band Gomez. I'm not going to lie. Didn't know that this was an artist. Didn't know that this was a band. Nothing like that. So, everybody, W's for the Gray Whale, John. Let me know. This is a music discovery stream. Have you heard this album? Are you familiar with it? Are you familiar with the artist? Do you know what we're walking into? Or are you raw dogging a very first listen with me? Guys, I'm going to hit the play button. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Kick or Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. These people over here are the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to have you by. Guys, without further ado, Gomez. Liquid Skin. Gomez, isn't he the Addams Family dad? Or is that correct? Hangover. It's okay. I like the resonator kind of sound there. Really surprised. You meant like swampy bluesy. You hear that loose bass? Boom, 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 boom. It's like they have a really compressed sound sometimes, but now it's a big open sound. There's the vocal blending. Those harmonies. See my hell of a girl. She waters down the rain when I get home. It's like he's a young, tiny British Warren Haynes. My hell of a girl. She waters down the rain when I get home. Is a banjo or a sitar more readily available as an instrumentalist in the UK? I don't think it's a sitar. She waters down the rain when I get home. I can't not hear Warren Haynes. It's gonna rain when I get home. And this voice is in the same song as the other one. It's gonna rain. bass.
It's gonna rain when I get home.
These vocal
It's gonna
textures.
rain when I get home.
There is a sitar. W for Tim doing the Wikipedia search on that one. You're hearing a little Blind Melon? I haven't heard enough Blind Melon to really adequately be able to say. Definitely does have a swampy backcountry sound to it, and I say that in affection, just so we're clear. But it also is kind of crazy that they're pulling this sound out of Britain. I know that Britain, music has famously taken inspiration from swampy blues. I mean, you hear it all throughout all of the British invasions. You know what I mean? There's absolutely a connection between old blues and, British rock and roll. So I could see how, but it feels like they got a lot more organic with this in some places. But then, their interesting dynamic of recording textures, like going from really, compressed moments to really big, expansive moments. Really interesting stuff. The three different vocalist takes. You got a roar. You got a kind of a. I'm pretty impressed with that split. The Americana thing coming out of Britain, huh? And now this. And now we get a trumpet? Not Gomez. Tidal be doing funny stuff sometimes, you know what I mean? I think I think that might have been a Diggable Planets moment creeping in. They have the best sound quality, but they're not always the best at playing the song you think you're about to hear. Is this a little drum machine kind of deal? It definitely swims in the headphones already. Two acoustic guitars happening in either ear. Or a different one happening in either ear.
I'm not worried about your state of mind, 'cause you're not the revolutionary kind.
A little bit of a dream poppy thing. It's just so vibey.
I'm not worried about your state of mind, 'cause you're not the revolutionary kind.
It's pretty dynamic is what it is. It has really quiet moments, but then it punches really loud. I think that is one thing I'm going to say positively about Tidal, is that you experience quiet noises more intentionally here because it's not as compressed. So when they do allow moments to get quiet, it's probably going to be a little bit quieter at some parts and make you think like, wow, that's low. But then it will also put you into a situation where you might blow your ears out when it gets to its big moment. So be mindful. Definitely playing with a lot of different sound textures throughout this. oxygenating left, moving right. A nice little jam there. You get both acoustic and then fuzz drone. Really interesting texture there. There really is a lot happening there in between the sound, you know? Like when you hear how many different moments, it's bombastic, but it comes in and goes away almost just as fast. Some things stay, some things go. This one wasn't my favorite, but I certainly like all of the different dynamics. You know, interestingly enough, this is going to come out of my mouth with affection, kind of reminds me of like Sheryl Crow instrumentation. But also maybe like... I don't know. Not all of it, and again, just an instrumentation. '90s production. There are all songs that grow on you as well. And that's the thing. I can tell that there are so many layers, even here with these harmonic pings, ping, 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 ping. They're definitely experimenting with like gear of the time. There's no doubt about it, especially with how they're getting so many of these fluttery sounds. I cannot be unimpressed. That one just wasn't necessarily like to a taste, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm like, I've got an ear to recognize how many different layers and parts went into that, right? Like I'm not too proud in my tastes to be like, oh, it was a bad song because I didn't like it. Like, no, it was a friggin', did you hear that? Like, that was absolutely all over the place. Just, again, not to my taste. Like a tremolo delay moment here? Right here. One person's all right ear, one person's centered, and one person's left ear. I'm really impressed with that. This is Lil Brown.
If you try these minds, you know that I won't stray, but I would lie.
Deciding to stick to, I'm really impressed with this. Do you know how hard it would be to sing this while what's playing is playing behind them? And I'm saying to sing this together.
You know that I won't stray, but I would lie.
Like that, while the that it would trip my brain up. I feel like the amount it takes to get that right is probably, it would probably amaze you.
Bring it on, make it right. Bring it on to the light.
All of this to say, bring it on, make it right, bring it out to the light. Not my favorite part of the song in any capacity. I feel like that part was really, really abrupt. I liked everything until those moments, and that's just me being as honest as I can be.
Get me a satellite. If this won't make it right.
And then you get something tasty like this. Like this slaps so hard. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Nights on the island.
For the record, if they would have just gone straight to this instead of doing the other part, bought and paid for. The gravel in his voice is exactly
Stars round us.
what I like about Warren Haynes.
We can reach new heights in this island.
Night Grill.
We're dragged slowly towards the end. Bring it on, make it right.
See, this doesn't bother me as much. This part didn't bother me as much because it didn't have so much of an abrupt to it. It's still not my favorite part, but I can deal better.
Let me a satellite. If this won't make it right, bring it on, make it right. Bring it out to the light. Let me a satellite. If this won't make it right.
See, like,
If I was an automated different.
this one's got me scratching my brain. And I'm just gonna level with you. It does so many things cool. It has so many layers. It's got such tasteful voices. The way the voices blend is really cool. But almost throughout, like the last, I don't know, maybe, well, I mean, just the last two songs. The first song didn't have a moment where I was like, ah. The second and third song both did. With that said, they had parts that I was like, yes, immediately I liked this, perfect. But they both had a little rub points, and part of me thinks that there's intention to the rub points. I do kind of wish it was leaning even harder into the psychedelic drone kind of thing, but I will say I'm surprised at how much I like it. It's like I don't want to judge it too hard off of like the random parts, because they keep surprising me with other parts that are complete far right, out of left field turns. And those things keep me captivated. But it's like I feel like this is an album that I'm gonna have to listen to again without the context of the pause to see how some of the transitionary moments affect me. That is one thing I will say I actually do, is like go back and listen to the music I listened to without skipped pause, having to pause it. So because sometimes I can recognize like the format in which I do things isn't always conducive for the best listening experience as a first time. And so I do revisit, and it does feel like those moments in an undisturbed context may not rub me as much, Anyways, I'm going to run an ad break, come back, and get to Blue Moon Rising. So be back in a bit. All righty-dighty, hopping back into this one, and Blue Moon Rising.
Some people like that. Some people like that.
Lit up a dart. You really got a lot of the texture of his mouth talking, too.
Come on, all my people. Come on.
What? Wrong again? No, it's not. It said the words. It's like... No, if it's wrong again, it's a tremendous coincidence.
Come on, all my people. Come on and all. One and all. If you want all your people right there, right then, you better ladies dead and they're appalled.
I like this a lot.
They're appalled.
This is so far maybe being my favorite one.
Come into my palace. Come and see my hollow wall.
Ooh.
The servants crawl. It's gonna be a blue moon rise.
Hey, have a good one, Thrill.
Rise and one and all. One and all. Some people like that.
The fuzzy tone. Is this a resonator?
Gonna get them with your money. All the chimes get polished. Fall, divide and fall. Wanna get them like a Tweedledee or a Tweedledum. Plus the sales.
You're over there at Ken doll. I love it. John, you made somebody a Ken doll today.
Come into my dream world. A simple smile, not a loaded gun.
This is the first song I heard a little Eddie Vedder.
Shining sun. It's gonna be a blue moon rising. Rising one and all.
Those harmonies.
Some people like that.
The jazzy breakdown. I was once out strolling one day when I Thought I'd lay myself down to rest. For whatever reason, I'm getting like an Eric Burdon and War vibe from some of the percussive sounds.
Some people like that. Some people like that.
That was a shift.
There's something like children in the moonlight. There's something like children in the moonlight. There's something like children in the moonlight.
I feel like Werewolves in London. I'm kidding.
There's something like children in the moonlight.
I have not. I've only heard 2 songs from them. Well, what's up, Badly? A torn greenback speaker. Bow, 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 bow. This has been my favorite on the album, for sure. Like, you can hear that fuzzy tone, that bow, 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 like really distinct tone sticking out to you, kind of left leaning in the stereo pan. But then you've also got that resonator. You've got that really clean bass sound. Like, they really do a lot with like kind of contrasting really clean and really dirty sounds. I feel like that's part of it, right? Like, they capture some really, really clean, pure sounding instrumentation, and then just get some dirty recordings and chuck a bucket of cold water all over the other stuff that they'd recorded. But the texture that you get from combining those two things, now, it's good stuff. This one hit me easily. The little taster ending also tremendous. Las Vegas Dealer. They're pretty easy to find when you're there, for whatever it's worth. The jazzy vibe with the bass throughout this, like the upright bass sound is just so nice.
Goodbye, Laura Lee, my precious Laura Lee has gone so far away now, won't be back today or tomorrow. Goodbye, Laura Lee, my precious Laura Lee has gone out. But is he away with the fairies? Is he away with me? Take him away, it's free.
They really take you into a different place here. I like this place better.
Into the sequel, how is new know these days? Take it away, cause I don't care whether we win or lose. Yeah, whether we win or lose.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
sit down, my precious chips are almost
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
find a better car, do a man without a son. Put it all on one, I feel like number one is on.
They're definitely playing with time.
Is he away with the fairies? Is he away with me?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Did he get into the sequel? How's he know these days? Take it away, 'cause I don't care whether we win or lose. Yeah, whether we win or lose.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Goodbye, Laura Lee, my precious Laura Lee has gone out.
I really like this one. And then it fades into this.
Is he away with the fairies? Is he away with me? Take him away, it's free. I play anywhere I choose. Did he get into the sequel? How's new knows these days? Take it away, 'cause I don't care whether we win or lose. Yeah, whether we
I liked this
win
one as
or
well.
lose.
I really like that they shift all over the place. I like their left turns. I do find that their songs to me have been kind of left turn dependent, right? I mean, you know.
We came, we came, we came.
Yes. Oh, yes.
To stem the tide and point the blame. Came back for more, came back to see what you had in store. Everyone join around. Everyone, yeah. So you wanna spin the world around. So you wanna spin the world around and everybody
This is why this was the hit. This is exactly why this was the hit. This is this is actually the best one on the
So
album.
you wanna spin the world around and everybody
That really deep drone guitar behind him.
So
Or
you
playing
wanna
rhythm.
make catastrophe. Won't you send it right over to me? I got some time. Everybody.
It's like they have this like really beefy, distorted electric guitar just so far back in the mix that it's almost uplifting the other instruments or like providing them low end more than like being a massive texture in and of itself. But it's a really cool use case.
Won't you send it right
I'd be really pissed if I was that guitar player because I'm kidding. I want my volume.
over to me? I got some time. Everybody.
And you've got such a present acoustic guitar sound. Resonates. I see what you did there. What, cello? Ba-da-da. I think that it's we came again to stem the tide and point the blame, came back for more. Like those, tell me that is not like one of those human experience with like troubled dynamic and relationship moments, right? And then, so you want to make like this whole thing kind of feels like you're in the midst of a relationship that you both are contributing to its demise, right? It kind of feels like it's an unfortunate, very honest comment on the diminishing of love. Maybe I'm wrong.
Won't you send it right over to me? I got some time. Everybody running high.
That cello. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. And then when you come back into that the same again line, that repetition, it's meaningful.
The same.
He really kills it with that part too.
To steal the time and haunt me. Just because it's there don't mean you see it anywhere. Maybe it's a trick of the light. Maybe.
Wow. This one is the best.
So you wanna make a tap? Could you send it right over to me? I got some time. Everybody come
I think the string textures bring me to Goo Goo Dolls a little bit. But this has a more Brown guitar forward moment. It's so big.
So you wanna spin the world around? So you wanna spin the world around and anybody else?
I want to come back and visit this drum, listen to the drum run that happens here. It gets so big. Like they really send it in, just that you want to spin the world around lyric hits when they just soar it off. That drum fill.
So you wanna make a task of me? Could you send it right over to me? I got some time. Everybody so you wanna spin the world around? So you wanna spin the world around and anybody else? So you say we haven't turned around. So you say we haven't turned around. Just everybody else.
A slow Leslie? A really slow Leslie, maybe? and phaser, like a slow Leslie phaser. Loving this guitar tone. That, to your point, ALP, I feel like because there are two ales now, I gotta say ALP. To your point on that, I've had that same experience before on this channel, right? Especially in like the indie rock era, like Deer Hunter, I'd never heard of, but I was Spoon, I'd never listened to. Wilco, I've still never listened to, and they're all like super adjacent to the bands that I've buttered my bread with. You know what I mean? So, there's yeah, there are two different ALPs. I'm now realizing two different ALPHs. I'm now realizing. So, you're just gonna have to know which one of you I'm talking to at the right time, okay? Anyways, what I'm getting at is I understand that experience because as a guy who spent like all of my time exhaustively listening to like so much indie rock, there are still really big names that I know of that I've missed, and I'm sure that there are ones that like I don't know of that I've missed. And I kind of, whenever I discover one, I'm like, geez, how was it that I missed this? If I would have heard this in that time period, it would have absolutely just been as, something I obsessed over in that time. So I get what you're saying to a T. Their use of texture is incredible. Texture and bombastics, they have loads of both. I feel like with the ales, I'm going to end up getting into the gyms situation. If you ever watched Shoresy, you know what I'm talking about. They're all three prison guards and like, enforcers on the hockey team. They're all called Jim. They're always together, and they all prefer to go by their real names, Jim, not their last name or nicknames. So every time they're together, they're like, everybody's like, how you doing, Jim? Great. Jim? Good. Jim? Yep. Good. You just always get a different voice, and you go through them one by one. And I feel like this is going to be one of you guys being like, I prefer to be called by my name Ale. And every time I'm going to be like, man, the ales are just beauties. Like, aren't the ales beauties? Because that's all I got. We have a group of ales that are just great. And I don't drink anymore, so the ales I'm talking about are people. Ooh, nice bass fuzz. Huh? What is happening right now? This is coming out of nowhere. Exactly.
In particular,
Such a distorted, fuzzed out bass.
nowhere at all. So fill my cup, make me happy.
I'm certainly liking the album as it progresses more. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, I'm so in this one. Bow, 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 bow. See, these random left turns, sometimes they end up in awesome brown, grimy places. I love that. And then we get this back to the bluesy part. This part rips. And very musically similar to what Ween was doing without Jeaner voices. Well, yeah, what guy's voice does this? The tasters throughout this album have just been so good. We ended up in doo-wop. We had the most random pit stop at doo-wop. I love this. And then the jump scare back to where we were. Sorry about that. It decayed right to left ear. Little tidbits like that make me happy, guys. Little tidbits like that go a long way. This really has progressed. It kind of had a slow spot there in the beginning. I'm not going to lie to you, Graywell. I was worried that this was going to be an album I ended up just kind of music appreciating more than enjoying, and it's changing my opinion. There has definitely been moments in this that stand out, like moments I can tell, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like that one. Like when in undisturbed context, I think this one will have a significantly more fair shake. This next one, Rhythm and Blues Alibi. What's up, Sin Cassette?
You can sell your soul and lay the blame all on the passers-by. You shake your body on the TV screen. It seems to me you Try anything twice. Swing
This reminds me of Beck.
your body on the TV screen. It seems to me you try anything twice.
This part specifically.
And swing it out and use it as your aphrodisiac. You can give it to me, plain to see that I'll give it you back. You let it flow, let it go. There's nothing to it, anyone can.
Well, and you see, Rabbit Raft, I think so much of it is like, because sometimes I hear something and I don't necessarily know what to say about it that wouldn't approach redundancy, right? So that is where I think having you guys as like character 2 of the show kind of helps. Because a lot of times I'll read a snippet that makes context connect to me. A lot of times I'll ask a question about a sound I'm hearing and I'll get an answer from like a knowed person. Sometimes I'll hear something that I definitively feel confident I know. So, but, also, that is to say that I am an underwriter. This is a hobby. And because I don't look at it as a job, because this is like my nighttime gig, right? Like I do it 3 days a week and then that's that, then I'm back to life. And I love this, but it's like, because I don't put like job pressure on it, not a lot to live up to. It's just hanging with homies, I like it that way.
Try anything twice. Try anything.
They actually decided to be a band after all, going to that concert.
After stories that have already been told. Come out, look old sunhouse in the eye. I know where you carry such a
Like these reverse delays.
but I've got yours, and you've got mine. It's a rhythm and blues alibi.
This fuzzy tone is so nice. Now a really clean one. That's just as loud. They traded ears. That was interesting. You normally don't see the microphone ear switch.
Take a trip through your juke joint smoke-filled paradise. You can give it your all, 'cause you are walking a fine, fine line. You shake your booty on the TV screen. Seems to me you try everything twice. You try anything twice. Where am I now?
Chasing after stories that have already been told. Come out, look old sunhouse in the eye. I know where you carry such a fragile load, but I've got yours, you got mine. It's a rhythm and blues.
That is a pretty interesting thing. Honestly, this seems like the kind of song like that you might hear somebody like Tedeschi Trucks Band or something cover. Like it, for whatever reason, that rhythm and blues moment reminds me of like Midnight in Harlem.
Where you carry such a fragile load, but I've got yours, you got mine. It's a rhythm and blues
This blending of fuzzy and clean tones, though, has truly been like a shining spot to me of this whole album. The drum machine. This is maybe been my favorite guitar tones we've heard on the album. Like, it's just been such a nice headroom sound, and the amount of headroom that they were able to get to go through there. You know, especially in blending with the really fuzzy guitar tones that were like way lower on the spectrum, which, you know, typically you would imagine like a fuzzy overdrived guitar sound to be really loud. And in this case, it was really quiet. And then you end up having, you know, the kind of really loud, quiet played guitar. I liked that. I'm going to run and add and pee. I will be right back. I just read a comment that kind of made me smile. There's this guy that conventionally leaves like pretty negative comments on my channel. And I always assume he's just disagreeing with my takes. He's never like come out and sometimes he has, but like he's never like come out and bashed me. You know what I mean? And he made a comment basically saying, "Hey, I don't know who made you self-conscious about reading out loud, but they shouldn't have done that. You read fine. Like you read well." And that just made me feel really good. He didn't have to say that. So, anyways, there's my little smile of the moment. Here we go. We have 3 songs to go. For those of you that have that are hearing Gomez for the first time, how's it hitting you guys? Is it gonna stick the landing? Let's see how we do. Didn't think I was gonna get a compliment on reading out loud. I appreciate that. It's like easy to say, like when you're in the middle of the moment, you guys are like pumping me up. You know what I mean? When I'm like, dang, I read that like an imbecile, and you guys are like, no, man, it's okay. You're way better at reading than you used to be. You know what I mean? Like you don't get the same. You don't read with insecure tone the way I do. You type it with the tone you mean. I read it with the tone my insecurities interpret. You know. So, anyways, Rosalita.
Rosalita's crawling round the beach. Rest my head, she's calling to me in my dreams. She's there for me.
These guitar tones are just so nice.
To see that I am falling.
And his vibrato in his voice.
Since you left me, it's been your flag I'm flying. But I'm sick of crying. Why did you choose to deceive me? What's your plan? Just to kiss, fucking leave me. So considerately.
The hand drum. Getting a little bit of a Jack Johnson Went Electric vibe.
I myself so pitifully. My little conceit, you see, is that I will not need you more than now.
This is kind of a punch in, like crawling around the knees, rest my head. She's calling to me in my dreams. She's there for me. But open my eyes to see that I am falling. Sweetness since you left me. Yeah, this is like you're dreaming about the one that left you, and like, I don't know if this is like one of those scenarios where you're like, you were actually kind of not the best and you're like making yourself the victim of the problem you created. But it's definitely like you got dumped. Point blank.
My little conceit, you see, is that
and just trying to hold on to the fact that you'll eventually get over it.
Rosalie was walking out on me. Close the door, she's stalling. I see she's so sweet, but not for me. But as we sit around and laugh about, she's trying to call me darling.
There are there are some sound textures that sound a little Dave-esque. This song, I would say, has a little bit of a Jimmy Thing vibe to it in some ways, but Dave certainly leans more into the jam concept. If you listen to Dave on the album, it's a lot like listening to Fish on the album, except Dave album songs got significantly more radio play. And conventionally speaking, I would say, while the radio, a lot of times the best version of the hits is the radio version, but their deep tracks make them. I especially for you, Judo, I think you might be a guy that would find a good amount on both sides. But if this is one that you like, Jimmy Thing in almost any live setting, I think would be a good one to try, maybe jump into if this is a vibe.
Though you hurt me, it's not for my lack of trying. You've got a fear of flying high. You have lost your patience. I see myself sink in your estimations. Forget the salutations. Just please study these tears. Your bitter words, they just confirm my fears. Gonna let it fuck up all the years. Yeah, I will not need you more than now.
Because I haven't heard him live, I can't say if it's a Dave Matthews Band adjacent sound space. I will say it has some similar sound textures in times. But I haven't heard him jam. What Dave does with the whole band is certainly you put me into a real Fish Grateful Dead situation here, just so you know. As a hardcore fan that calls him Dave, I feel like it's you gotta, geez, how am I even gonna? What Dave are you talking about? You know, Dave in the album or Dave in the in the flesh? You know, when I said not at all, I was saying you're not. Wait, yeah. Oh, I totally get that. The voice sounds a lot like Dave, but maybe not as not the music as much. I think depends on the voice. Sometimes
Will not need you more.
this one is the closest to Dave. Sure. Elf lady, you got me. I think Rosalita,
Beautiful
Las Vegas dealer,
I could consider this a simple.
and we haven't.
Yeah, just a hopeless stitch in time. But then for your crimes, please find yourself a little guilty with these lines. Got your conscience on my mind, because I could not need you more. Oh,
Almost has like a baritone guitar
could
vibe.
not need you more. Yeah, I could not need you more than now. Could not need you more than now.
Bum 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 bum. Hey, but this is taste. That's the whole thing with music discovery, right? Like when the point is discovery, even the songs that don't hit you, it's still fun because at the end of the day, you're like, well, gave it a shot. You know, I like knowing that love it or hate it, I'm going to listen to the whole thing. Say I gave it an earnest shot, even if it rubbed my tastes. You know what I mean? Like, because there really are random little tidbits in music where I'm like, okay, it wasn't my thing, but I got to tell you, I heard this one song and there's this one part. It hit me. And that, I think, is one of the bits. I think when you can learn to appreciate even the things you don't like, or parts of even things you don't like, there's certainly, there's a little bit of a magic there. And it's only going to make your appreciation for music, multiply by branching out. And so the things that you like better, believe it or not, when you return to them after a long time having been away, and you go back, for example, I've recently been revisiting Death Cab and the Plans album. It's an album I don't listen to very, very, very often at all because of how heavily sentimental it is to me, right? It's just one of the, you don't overplay your favorite song or your favorite album, whatever. Or you go through a phase where you listen to it too much and then it kind of dies to you for that phase and, time happens and you kind of go back. But I haven't gone back to the Plans album for years and years, certainly since I've done this channel. And when I did, the amount of things I noticed in it that I hadn't before blew me away. I noticed things in production I had missed, when I was a younger man with more inexperienced ears. So returning to my favorite works has been a more meaningful thing because I've branched out. I have a broader concept, of an understanding of music to understand the music I loved the most. And that comes from branching out. And yeah, it's a little bit of a soapboxy moment there, but even on the stuff that doesn't hit me, like I listened to all of Slayer. I listened to an entire Slayer album. They didn't have one song about anybody being happy, They did, man, I got to tell you, those guys didn't have one song about love. They didn't even say a nice word about like a homie. You know what I mean? But I listened to it all. That Death Cab for Cutie album was saying, you got to spend some time. Well, you got to spend some time with me. Hey, no, I see what you did there. I appreciate the effort. speaking of that song, and so I'm pausing it here to respond to your point there about revisiting Floyd. Like when I consider, in my kind of private time, revisit like the Beatles in a more serious way. Kind of so I have more familiarity as we go into, oh no, he didn't listen to the Beatles. Where we're listening to the solo records of each of the Beatles. But I'm excited to kind of see what my brain thinks of that now, having listened to so many other things. I think that there is, and again, I don't think it becomes drab. If anything, the time away from that music was much needed, and revisiting it was like seeing an old friend, and you had so much to catch up on. Like the music means something different to me now because I'm in a different place in life, but like the friendship was still there. Like I'm never gonna forget being a 14-year-old kid that felt understood by Ben Gibbard, and in a place where I didn't have friends, that music was my friend. That's always going to be there, right? But my understanding of those times is different now as an adult. My understanding of that music is different as an adult. And these things make music discovery the best thing ever. They really do. Oh, for sure. Rubber Soul, if that's what you were going to ask. I really love this big ambience of atmosphere that they've got with just these kind of droning. This bass introduction is tasty. I think to your comment, a lot of bands like Gomez were lumped in the whole Britpop movement at the time, which is crazy as they sound nothing like, say, Blur or Oasis. Just the UK music press trying to create hype. I can't even believe that I read that. Simply because this is very clearly nothing like those two bands. From I've heard the Oasis catalog. I can't say that I've heard Blur's. I woohoo! That's all I got, right? But I do think to pigeonhole these in the same bracket is dishonest to music. Heyo, let's go, California. It's amazing to me how truly distinctly Southern, from the South in the United States, is what I'm trying to say here, not Southern American. It's funny how he sounds like an American from the South, but he's a British kid.
Always felt that I get stuck. But I could never see myself in anybody else's eyes.
Also, it reminds me of the song by Gnome, Wenceslas. Right here.
Come on around, we've got heavenly smile. Come around and drag me out again. After a while, we can sit and watch them all rush back. Come around and drag me out again. Come around and drag me out again.
Like, if you told me this band was from Florida, I'd believe you.
Always wanted to be, always felt that I get stuck. But I could never see myself. No, I could never see myself with anybody else.
That was a left turn. This is also true, Elf Lady. You can hear the swirling in the right ear. I didn't see that change coming. They really do just swing you into completely different stratospheres in the song.
It's more than I can stay. Crawling down the sunset's bay.
Yo, what's up, robot? Welcome to the Rooskies, homie.
As soon as we wait, honey, in the morning,
See, it's those like those lead guitar tones, I think, is what I'm hearing. Really wet sounds, really reverbed out, but really like kind of whale call-y almost. Really awesome textures. Very 90s production coded. You know what this phase reminded me of? Wake up my airplane, wake up my airplane, my skin is bare, my skin. What song is that? I feel like a newborn. What is that song? You take my picture by whomever, I don't remember. Take my picture. What? Yeah, that song. Filter. Thank you. This phase reminds me of that song. It goes away really quick, but that moment reminds me of that. I'm sorry, buddy. For what it's worth, that's the only song I know. And I say, so for me, it's coming affectionately, and it's just that part reminds me of that song. And now it doesn't anymore. See, this is like almost kind of Gorillaz-y, like album. I like the song, I know. See, it's pretty riff-oriented, or at least walking-oriented with the acoustic guitar, too. Boom, 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 boom. Listen. Boom, 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 ba-da-da-down. See, the way this is ending, all of this drippy... I love these. Nice little rippin' taster there. Did you hear that? Because they can. California actually has a... I don't know, though. This really... I was concerned. She stepped up. Will she stick the landing? Everybody throw W's in the chat for Grey Whale, John. The Grey Whale family. Look, I'm not Moby Dicking you around. I really liked it. I'm hoping it sticks the landing. This is the nice way to go.
Guess it's bye bye, baby, bye bye. Guess it's bye bye, baby, bye bye.
Okay. Gomez is dope. The vocoder?
Makes you feel fly, if you will. Devil may ride when the invitation makes you feel fly, if you will. Devil may ride when the
19 and 99, huh?
Makes you feel fly. Did you ever even try when the inspiration set to run dry?
Is that a Mellotron? Is that a Mellotron?
Yeah, and everybody wants a good time except
Yeah, see, Tim, I thought that they were doing it right. Hey, guys, it just occurred to me when I said to Tim, hey, I thought they were doing it right, that I just really like that you're my group of friends that make song puns with me all day. Because, like, I got to tell you, on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, from the hours of 8:30 p.m. to question mark, typically, if we're being real, around midnight. But in those hours, I know that musical jokes will happen with a whole bunch of like-minded musical dorks that are also, like, similarly fascinated with, like, wordplay. and we will end up with a whole bunch of jokes, you know, like doing it right. Or I'm not trying to Moby Dick you around here, Gray Whale John. Like, there's just something about having music puns with the homies. I love it. And I do think the vocoding thing definitely brought me to Daft Punk.
And everybody wants a good time. It's a big bad world. Going mad out there. Throw away all of your treasured possession. 'Cause even the royal
I just like how mixed the songs are.
what we got into. 'Cause it's bye bye, baby, bye bye. Guess it's bye bye, baby, bye bye.
This kind of feels like their bar banger. Ayo.
So get out and twist before it's light. Yeah. 'Cause everybody wants to get.
Did you know ice, death, planets, lungs, mushrooms, and lava was? Did you know that was like a mnemonic device for remembering the major modes? The King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album, and each song on there is in the mode that its letter represents. Did you know that? Did you know that? Look that album up. It's my favorite band.
It's too easy to like this living.
Ooh.
And taking it easy again. It's too easy to like this living. If
See,
you
these
will,
moments,
never will right,
the
but
vocoder harmony,
meditation makes you feel fly. Did you ever even try when the inspiration said to run dry? Did you ever even mind when the conversation turned to a and everybody wants a good time? And everybody wants a good time. It's a bit bad. Going mad out there.
like Terrapin Station vibes to you?
Going mad. Wants a good time.
This reminds me of Terrapin.
And everybody wants a good time. It's a bit bad. Going mad out there. Throw away all of your treasured possession. Not even the royal Mary can't deliver
The
us
bass
what
and
we
the
got
drum.
into. Yes, it's bye bye, baby, bye bye.
This also,
Yes, it's
Daddy.
bye bye, baby, bye bye.
the shotgun snare moment into Jazztown. Nice little bass funky town. This horn texture is really nice as well. that? They're really picking this up. This is a very Grateful Dead ending. The rare Crimson Raider ad? I gotta tell you, Crimson Raider is a hard guy to impress when it comes to music. I very much enjoyed that. Almost didn't stick around for this one tonight. Thankful I did. I'm glad you did too, man. Dude, that really turned out well for me. I mean, honestly, I figured when I saw the words indie, I was going to have kind of a predisposition to like it, right? When I saw British, if I'm just being as real as possible, I did expect to kind of walk into something like, but not necessarily, indie rock Oasis. And I can't stress to you enough how I'm happy that that's not what I got. I I really liked that it felt like there was a lot of shell of jams in these songs. I really liked that really took a lot of left turns. I think that in a live context, some of those left turns won't be as abrasive, and some of them will be significantly more abrasive because of how they get to maneuver their stuff. And realistically speaking, any indie rock fan that's like that, that grew up buttering his bread on indie, I think is going to kind of get the vibe, especially me coming from like blues being the first kind of guitar I ever really sought out to play, because the guy that played guitar around me first was a blues guy. So blues and indie have a pretty specific mixture of my in my Rolodex of musical knowledge. So I guess this hit a pretty uniquely specific place. I like that. They do jam live, but they're not a jam band. Yeah, no, I kind of got that sense. But it definitely seemed like they gave themselves enough room to be able to experiment with the space that they leave themselves in the song. So, yeah, guys, W's for Grey Whale John. That was to not have ever even heard of the name of the band. It's not a bad first impression. It's not a bad first impression. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.